Set and repeat. Student three, number one. I said to myself and pause and then. Student three, number two. I said to self-discipline. And myself and student three, number three. I said to use the word class to start to do it for myself, my man, and everything. You did all of that. You see? Line guards up. We're going to do some basic movement. We're going to move forward, backwards, and forward. We move forward. Our knee footsteps, our back foot follow. And move backwards, our back foot follow. Before we're doing this, we want to make sure we never got our feet go together. We always want to do that whole part. Just work on your own foot.
Yes, sir. It's just moving forward and backwards. Remember, when you move forward, front foot moves first. When you move backwards, back foot moves first.
Oh, no, I have to go. Okay. Mark, want to stop. And now we're going to add combinations in. Then you make some combinations once, when you move forward, make sure while you move, when you move backwards, move, and then breathe. And go. Yes, when you move forward, backwards, and remember that you make combination once, when you move forward, start to move back, and move backwards, move it. Move forward. Try it. And so our move on to work side movement. So we move side, move to our left side, if you move footsteps and back leg follow, if you move to our right side, the back leg steps and move leg follow. So it's essentially whichever direction you're trying to move in, whichever looks closer, you step with that. And go.
Yes, sir. So just sideways movement, guys. Move left, move right on your own.
And guys, start adding combinations around these, if you whatever combinations you want. So remember, side to side movement is move, and then strike, move, and then strike. So don't do it at the same time, move, and then go, and then go.
So you guys are moving on your own, go forward and back, or side to side, and you're throwing every time. So I step in, 1, 2, step out, 1, 2. If I step forward, I'm going to throw as I step forward, but as I move side to side or backwards, think out distance and then hit, or step to the side and then hit.
And now we're moving to diagonal movement. It's very similar to moving forward or backwards, but now we're moving a bit towards an angle. So it's like all the squares, you could visually moving to the left, or to the left part of the square, the upper left part. And we're going to step, our V-leg step, and our back leg follow. So now we're just going to go straight, we're going to a diagonal. And then the same thing, get back leg step, and just work that direction, go.
So diagonal movement, forward and moving forward in an angle to the left, backwards on an angle to the right. That's it.
And or if now we're adding striking on this one, go over moving diagonal, or we got all over the curl. We dive on the left side, and if I draw, when you run the cross, I'll do it in the direction for you to do better. Make sure you're straight across, straight ahead, go, straight at the same, go, punch at the same angle, you're stepping, punch straight ahead. The reason for that is this is my opponent, whoever I'm fighting, I'm stepping at an angle and punching straight, I can hit them and have my head off fly. That's what we're really working on. And then when you go backwards, you guys can throw whichever how you want. And throw.
So as you step forward to the left angle, throw the right cross. And when you step backwards to the right, think like you're outdistancing and then hit with a combination. You have freedom on the combination and throw on the way back.
Yeah, yeah. You want to make sure I put your shoulder, so that like when you push it, yeah, then you push it out and put it back in, put it back. And time. All right, drop down, step 10 push-ups on your own, then flip over and crunch. One second. And time. Up, back up. So now we're gonna move on to our self-defense. We're gonna review self-defense last cycle, which is a single pellet, double pellet, and side shoulder grab. We really know this stuff quite yet, but still try to follow along. And then we're gonna move on to our wide right hand. But first things first, we're doing a single pellet. We're gonna naturally be grabbing our right side, to our right pellet. First off, we grab their hand is grabbing up. We use our right foot, we step diagonally. We push up against their face. Push up against their face. We probably have to do push your foot. Draw hard. Then our elbow, one strike grab and fire move. Right after that. So we're trying the elbow to the point. The elbow isn't necessarily always the elbow. So if your hand flips, you kind of give you a reference point to training, so no one can do it. So you can follow the right up. You work on your own. Go. One trick, grab your neck, and start to break the line. Remember that, now, 4 times a week. Ready? Grab. Yep. Push. Elbow. Don't put it together. Everything you need to show you get a little more. You can make your head. Yeah, and they're in here. Because of the breath. You just make more. Wow, that's fun to sit out and give to somebody else. Very good. And time. Now we're gonna move on with double up. I'll grab it. So grab it up with both your hands and both of our elbows. So grab it up. First thing we do is we grab our we grab their hands or grab it up. We grab that and we fly our into their body right away. And then we plant that. And you want to fire the knee, the body, you plant that, whichever side is the stronger side. Just from there, by your elbow, your form straight, grab your neck, fire the knee, and push out to you, like, none of the better to go. So what you find out is what's up for a couple seconds, and go. You try which hand do you try? Yeah, the big, you're right, in, and it'll connect like that. And so there, you want it back. Elbow, one foot, grab that. Then grab, knee, step back, elbow. One foot, grab that. Make that a little bit more. Yeah, or go past the top, that's where, they go past the top. Yeah, exactly. And time. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our side shoulder grab. I think you grab into your shoulder. We're gonna grab this on the shoulder. We're gonna position it for maximum attachment to the right, on our right shoulder. So grab us. First thing we do our hand transfers, we both do back up. Then we just motion that our feel like holding pizza, we can hold it. That's when over their arm. Then you're throwing a palm to the face. You should do all three of those things at the same time. You head transfer, the motion the palm all at the same time. And from there, grab their arms, grab their neck, fire into your body, and stuff like that. And make sure you're still looking at them with your guard up, so you're not attacking them. Make sense? Awesome. Before I grab, make sure the palm is striking them, and then you grab it. Yes, now we're gonna move on to the second curriculum, which is wide right hand. That's something in on that for the huge full hand, right? That's what we're going to defend against now. So I'll move forward. The first thing you want to do is lift the angle to our left side, actually, which is the second to the third class. Much feel those forward now. So lift forward. So while we go forward, we bring our arm up like this. Want to bend a little bit. You don't want to pull that one a little bit bend because we're blocking it. We're not blocking with our actual hand. We're blocking with our forearm. And we want our forearm to get there as well. We don't want our forearm to get there necessarily. We want our forearm to get there as well. So here, we're going to lift in and put our guard up just like that. And squeeze the other and twist it and block. And put our back up. And go again. Like that. And one more time, go again. Like that. Now we're at the palm. So we're going to lift, block, and palm all at the same time. So we're moving that. Feel. Like that. And go.
So blocking against a wide right hand. Blitz in, block palm, all on one count. That's it, Sophia.
Now we're going to grab our knee afterwards. So don't grab block, You lift, walk, palm, and then you grab your arm and then you move your arm and neck as far as you. Right side, lift this together, and go, lift, walk, palm, grab the knee, and back to the right. And then hands back in the right position. And go. Here, here, in position on that side, and go. Here, here, then move on your own, and go. And time. All right, guys, drop down. Just keep on pushing.
Push-upping. Sure, we'll call it a word. It's an instructor word.
Keep going, almost there. And flip over crunch. And time. Hop back up and start to put your gloves on. So the first round we're gonna do is flip the legs up. The first round we're gonna do is jab, jab, cross. When you find the jab, the first jab, make sure you pull your arm all the way back after it. So the jab, pull your arm all the way back, and then jab again, then cross. And from there, then you throw your spin back kick or side kick, whichever you want. So you jab, jab, cross, and either step back, throw a side kick, or we jab, jab, cross, step back, three back, kick back to you guys. So whichever one you guys want. Guards up. Actually, any questions on that? No? All right, guards up. And side. All right, guys, put your hands to your right side forward. Do the exact same combination. Jab, jab, cross. Bring back kick or side kick, whichever you want. And go. There.
Pastor, instead of doing them always spinning back, just tell them that you have the option of doing lead like side kick or spin back, right? Pictures of lead like side, right? And then okay, next time you do spinning back. So let them experiment on either side. So, already tell them? Oh, perfect. Well, just because earlier classes, I saw you doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Carry on. You're doing a wonderful job.
Sorry guys, sorry to condition round. Jab off, and fast again, not hard again, but fast against the target. Make sure at head level, when you're throwing, make sure you're using your first two knuckles with a big two knuckles every single time. And forward.
If you put Matt on that other target, they can hit as hard as they want.
Yeah.
And then they only have their own target.
All around. Let it out. Come on, this round, we're gonna throw a jab, drop, nope. We're gonna fire a jab, or drop, or hook. And then again, you can step back and go to the side kick, or you can break the back kick, whichever one you like. So jab, drop, and then side kick, or spin back kick, whichever. And left side forward. Any questions? Yeah, drop. And go to it. Sorry. Push the band, so right back forward, back to go, jab, drop, hook, and then side forward, spin back and forward. All right, guys. Now we're gonna do another conditioning round. We're gonna go up, guys. I'm gonna do this. Now you get to go as hard as you want as well. So fast as hard as you can. Well, still maintain good form. Remember, hitting the first two knuckles, and when one hand's hitting, the other hand should be right back up in your guard. And forward.
That's it. Turn those shoulders right through. Keep that target rocking, Mr. Howell. Looks good. Sir Newton's faster. Pick it up. Oh, Evan's going faster than Callum. Come on. Oh, look at him pick it up. Nice.
All right. You get enough time for 2 more rounds. You're going to start with our left side board. We're going to fire a cross, a hook, and a cross. Again, you can do that step back side kick or spin back kick, whichever you like. So cross, hook, cross, then side kick or spin back kick. Up to you. Guards up and forward.
Yes, sir.
And side. All right. Push your stand to the right side forward. The last round, exact same drill. Cross, hook, cross, and then a side kick or spin back kick up to you. And forward. Yeah, you step back. And then down. So just give it a little bit more. Step back. Yeah, well, you have skills on the back. You're buying a shot for shot, step back part of it. Keep going. Yeah. And time. All right, and then put the target high five. Take that forward and position. Set. And courtesy. Thanks for today. And then everybody, they scored Reggie and.
Oh. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. I was trying to do something else. Everybody say Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Right, so last week we were talking about victories, right, which is all part of my concept of living your life by design versus living it by default, right? And every one of you, there's certainly things that we've done that we've lived our life by design and made sure that we went to school for specific things and created certain parts, right? But sometimes we can still think even bigger, right? So this whole concept gets you to think as big as possible. And the first step is always thinking about victories. If you're to think about victories that you had last year, what would be some of your key victories that you had this past year? Come on, somebody had some. Zoom. Learning the Zoom platform, you and me both, right? I am not a technological guy. And in a moment, I had to figure out, how do I do Facebook Live? How do I do the Zoom platform, right? So absolutely. Give me another one. One more.
Learning to adapt.
Right? Learning to adapt. What did you say, Nagesh? Right, exactly, right. So there's some victories, and some of our victories are forced upon us, right? Nobody wanted all the victories that we had to accomplish during Zoom or during COVID, but suddenly it creates the opportunity. Obstacles create opportunity. We always want to think about that. This week is one of my favorite weeks. It's what I refer to as dream big. Everyone say dream big.
Dream big.
If you're gonna dream, why not dream big, right? And all of our things that we're ever going to accomplish start first in our mind with dreams, right? And then from there, we put them on paper or not, but we make them happen. And so the dream big concept is take a piece of paper, write out as many things as you could think of that would be great to have, do, be, become, If you could hit your world with a magic wand and make it perfect in every way, from this day forward, how would it unfold perfectly? And try to imagine it without any restrictions. So if you were to think to yourself, I want to live in Hawaii in a tree house and teach martial arts on the beach and surf all day long and live on coconuts and pineapple, then write it down, right? Maybe it's not going to happen tomorrow, but hey, who knows? Be crazy a little bit, right? I can tell you this, years ago, if you were to tell me that there's going to be a zoo in Chittenango, I'd have been like, you're crazy. Who would ever go to Chittenango to go to see the zoo? Well, guess what? There's a zoo in Chittenango, and people think pretty highly of it. It's a pretty good zoo, I guess. I've never been there, but somebody had that dream. I would have thought it was a crazy dream, but they didn't, and they made it a reality and did a very nice job with it, right? So who's to say what can or can't do, you can or can't do over the course of time, right? So that's the concept for this week. Take a sheet of paper, write out as many things. See if you can get to 100. And again, don't put requirements on it. Don't go, well, I'm not going to live long enough. I'm not going to have enough money. I have this with my family. Right? I talked about this idea of living in a treehouse in Hawaii the other day, and Chip's first question was, well, what's keeping you from doing it, right? And that's the only thing that stands in front of you, and anything you ever possibly desire is that question right there, right? But you'll never even know what it is you desire if you don't do dreams or lists like this. So it's my encouragement for the week. So, Mr. Kester, go ahead, bow him out.
So you got things I just like, and we're relaxed in. So you have to be a dedicated student of martial arts.
As a dedicated student of martial arts,
I will live by the principles of black belt.
I will live by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, self-control,
Self-control, perseverance.
and indomitable spirit. Black belt, excellent, sir.
Yeah.
Impact martial arts. Awesome. Nice job, Zoom team.
Thank you, Renchi.
You're welcome. Thank Mr. Kester. I just stood here and watched you. You all looked really good. Nice job.
Thank you, sir.